everyone, welcome back. Give me just a second to do my usual thing of checking if you guys can hear me. Just a sec. Okay, I think you guys should be able to hear me. Right, so today we're just gonna continue on with the main 3.2 story quest for Honkai Star Rail. Let me just switch over to the game. Da-da-da. Here. Alright, let me change up my team real quick. Mighty, where are you at? Okay. Oof, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but thunder is rumbling. Okay, if it becomes like really like a serious storm, I may have to turn off the Wi-Fi. But right now it's just thunder, so it should be okay, hopefully. Okay, so let's just get as much done as we can before the thunder actually does come, does turn into an actual storm. Ooh, let me claim this first. Also, notice how these are just the Stelron hunters plus Elio. Where's the Astral Express? Where's our family? Maybe next week they're gonna show the Astral Express, but our family. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here! Oh, we were playing as Dan Heng. Right. We were with Dan Heng and Hyacinth. At the Grove. Okay. Is it okay if I just leave it as Dan Heng? Yeah, I'll just leave it. Let me through! Fane, welcome! Be careful, I have a chance to turn into a villain because I have a toothache now. Ah, wait, that sucks! I hate when I get toothaches. Toothaches are the worst! Man, why won't you let me through? Okay, I hope you get well soon. Damn, those are always the worst. The Library of Philia? Okay. I was about to say, this does not look like somewhere we've been, right? Hyacinth's voice is just so pleasant, so nice to hear. She just sounds so cute. I hope her voice is a bit of a balm to your toothache, Fane. Erythroceramis. Te. Danny. Look at her, she's so angry. My inner teeth feels pulsating. Oh, that sucks. It sucks when it hurts till that point. Honestly, for me, whenever it gets like that, I usually just leave it until it eventually fixes itself. But that's not the right thing to do. If you can, just go to see a... what's the word? See a dentist. Dentist should be able to help. Stuff like this is best to get a doctor look at it as soon as possible. Just hearing you say that, I could already feel my teeth, my gums hurting. Dan Heng's new pink-haired girl. No, we're not replacing March. I promise, March, you're still our #1 pink-haired girl. Actually, does it look like Hyacinth is a little shorter than March? Hard to tell since I feel like we haven't seen March in so long. But I'm pretty sure Hyacinth is a little shorter than her. Speaking of which, did they let us switch to Hyacinth right now? No, okay. I thought they were gonna let us use Hyacinth for a bit, since they did let us use Anaxa for a bit just then. I already drank medicine, it doesn't help at all, oof. I don't know about you, but in my country, usually when we have toothaches, my grandma and like other older adults would tell me to like gargle salt water. It never really helped me, but maybe you could try that, see if it'll help. She's shorter but clever. She is. I mean, yeah, she is a teacher's assistant. Of course she'd be cleverer. And March constantly has to share brain cells with the MC, so of course. Danhang, I hope you know I'm not reading any of this about Anaxagoras, the blasphemer. Yeah, I'm not reading that. Okay. Anaxa. My mother tells me that too, but I don't think it works. See? Usually, like, the adults would tell us to try something like that, and it doesn't work. And then you wonder, did I just do it wrong? Is it just something wrong with me? I think that just doesn't work. I I really want to look it up, but Hayasai, her Japanese VA sounds so familiar. Maybe I should look it up another time. I just want to hear her. I just want to listen to her voice now. I don't even know if that works biologically. True. Like, what's the science behind that? Why are you telling me to do something like that? Oh, damn, the voice actress is flexing. Precious husband, hello. I don't know why, but I'm so sad about my main account. Why? Did you not get Castries like you wanted? Is that why you're so sad? No sound, by the way. No sound. Hold on. Oh. Okay, whoops. That was my bad. Sorry, I had that muted on OBS. Oh, by the way, Precious Husband, do you have any, like, tips or know any folk remedies for toothache? Fane's going through it right now. Maybe you have something from your family or from your culture? What do people usually tell you to do when you have a toothache? Just put ice on it? Kuhum.
あなたはタイタンたちが天地を創造し、山や川、海が神々の傑作であることに同意しますか？
同意しますか？yes.
神話によれば、海、空、大地はすべてタイタンの創造物だとされている。
I'm sorry, Danhung, I can't take you seriously with all the butterflies floating around you.
非難を受けずに済んだでしょうに。ですが、先生は日和の歴史を例に挙げ、人類も
I mean, he's not wrong. Apparently, people have been taking over the divinity for a while now. Hey, just noticed you changed your previous DBB stream thumbnail. Yeah, I did just now. I actually didn't notice that I didn't put the usual thumbnail for my last stream.
神に意味嫌われる取引を行ったことを認めますか？
認めますか？
随分と物々しい日なんだ。彼はそんなことまでしていたのか？
先生は一人でいる時でさえ艦隊をつけていて、
Ah.
それで片目を錬金術の
I mean, that's not wrong. He did use it for alchemy that he then used to talk to his sister, I think. He wanted to talk to his dead sister. Honestly, the more I go through 3.2, I'm just learning that Anaxa is never wrong. Sacrilegious. I did get cast, but before pulling for cast, I built my pity in 71 on my day and accidentally pressed 10 pull on my day banner. I hoped I lost 50-50, but I won. When cast came out, I lose 50-50. Oh, that sucks. Oh my god, but at least you did get cast eventually. You know, eventually. Yeah, by the way, Precious Husband, do you have any, like, tips for a toothache? I'm planning to go all in for cast, but now I use the 3-star light phone for her. I don't know, but it makes me sad. I mean, I think you could use the 5-star remembrance light cone that you get from Herda's shop. I'm not sure if that's any good for cast though. But maybe the base stats for that would be better than a 3-star light cone at least. What app do you use to make the thumbnail, by the way? I actually just used what's it called? I forgot. PowerPoint. That's right. I use PowerPoint presentation. as a cheapskate who does not want to, use any of my money. Actually, you can also use Canva. I know a lot of people use that, but for me, I just use PowerPoint presentation. And so far, I've never needed to use anything else.
アナイクス先生の錬金実験室です。
A tip for what? Oh, tip for someone with a toothache. So right now, Fane is going through a toothache. Usually, my mother or like any of the older adults would tell me to gargle, like salt solution. So just salt and water. But Fane said he tried it and it didn't work. So maybe you have another tip, another idea. Maybe just put ice on it or something.
それぞれ他の人の
Now castries can use Bailu signature or 4-star Finon picture like own. Oh, the one with Finon and Mighty on it, yeah.
以外にも
Who the hell does editing use PowerPoint? I do! As long as there's a will, there's a way. As long as it doesn't need money, I will figure out a way.
友愛の館の管理人
Honestly, you could do a bunch of stuff with PowerPoint presentation. It's surprisingly useful,
が今は受定がこんな
for something that's considered free.
ちょっとだけ金を破っても大丈夫なはず。
入り組んだ樹海だな。
The trees. Okay. Sorry for cutting you off there, Hyacinth. Alright, time for Pajulush. Let me on. Let me on. There used to be elevators like this back in the olden days. I've never been on an elevator like this, and because, they're considered not safe. I think there's one still around somewhere in Europe, but I don't think they let people actually use it anymore. Gotta go fast.
着きましたが
Oh, excuse me. I don't have any tips, but I think that too. Salt and water. I guess that's more of a universal thing, huh? Salt and water for toothaches.
全部暗黒
Well, currently I make thumbnails using my phone. I don't know any apps on a PC that's free.
道理で
I don't have the Bailu light cone. I don't even have a 4-star remembrance light cone. Oh, I thought we got the one with Finon and My Day light cone for free. That was meant to be used on Remembrance MC, right?
そもそも
Or I think you could buy it
こんなもので
from the
は
from the Forgotten
ア
Hall.
ナイクス先生は奇妙な素材を収集しては実験を行い
Salt and water with some chicken and carrot and boil it for a while. There you go, chicken soup.
なのでここには
Yeah, maybe eating something will take your mind off of it. Or maybe you could eat some ice cream, have something cold in your mouth.
あそこの本棚だけ
Even if that doesn't make it,
ですね
even if that doesn't heal it up, it'll at least make it feel a little numb. Feel a little less painful, hopefully. To be honest, I get 300-ish with 3-star light cone. But it's still less than expected. Yeah, the 3-star light cones, they're, what's it called? Their base stats aren't really that good. Even if you do get, like, the full, like, 5-star light cones for the 3-star light cones, the base stats aren't as good as a 5-star or 4-star light cone.
奥平山の皆さんに私も
They really should be introducing more free remembrance light cones in the game, considering that we already have 3 remembrance characters now.
起点がかなりあるようだ。
We need more light cones!
運命の深淵からクレムノスに至るまでタイタンの創造物を数多く見てきた。樹底にもサーシスが創造しただろう生物がいる。
I don't know if you guys can hear that. I don't think the microphone is catching that, but it's
錬金術
it's like thundering really loudly right now.
融合させるというのは
Yeah, I don't think the microphone is picking that up, but I think it's gonna rain very, very soon.
アナイクスは黄金栄に流れている神聖に着目し、英雄たちの背景を細かく考察したようだ。
Since Anaxa is pretty much guaranteed to take over Cersei's as the Titan of Reason, I wonder if Cersei's back when she was Calypso was kind of like Anaxa is right now, where she didn't believe in the Titans or like didn't think that they were that big of a deal. I think that light cone isn't useful for cast. I mean the 4-star one, except the one with the Herda and Ranmei's picture on it, or the light cone from the battle pass. Oh yeah, there's still that one, the one with the Herda and Ranmei. I don't think you can get that for free, can you? I mean, at this point you don't really have much of a choice, right? So just use whichever light cone that's the most powerful one that you have now. And since I guess the 3-star light cone is your best remembrance light cone, then you just gotta have to use that. Oh, dun dun. I ain't reading this. I do have a memories curtain never fall, but I want to get lowest speed for cast, so I don't use that light cone. I use that for the MC. Oh, okay, so speed isn't good for casteries? Alright. I honestly, I really don't know which stats or substats are good or bad for casteries, so I'll just leave it to you cast havers to figure that out. I really don't know. Yeah, the 3-star light cones are the best option for now. You know what? When I use my raincoat when I ride motorbikes, very few moments later, no rain. Ah, I get the feeling. I know it's raining a lot these days, so Fane, if you have to use your bike in the rain, please be careful, okay? You're already on a bike, and then it's raining, and the road is slippery. Look after yourself. Be extra careful. My mom has actually hydroplaned during the rain before, and she doesn't use a bike, she uses a car, and like she's been freaking out over us driving during the rain since then. So now whenever we have to drive out in the rain, I always get a message or like I always get a call from my mom saying, be careful when you drive. Drive extra slow. Lower speed, such as 81-ish, and we use poet relics, we get 32 plus crit rate. Okay. Huh, I'm surprised Cass doesn't need a lot of speed then. But when I decide not to wear a raincoat because the rain isn't heavy and looks bright, it's raining until I get home. Yep, I hate it when that happens. You know how Japanese people, like, they listen to the weather forecast every morning before they leave the house? Just so they know to bring an umbrella or not? We can't do that here. We can't do that in Southeast Asia. The weatherman cannot forecast the weather here. The weather here is up to the winds of the gods. Look at how far she has to look up to talk to Danhang. Look, she's basically, like, her head is, like, at a 45-degree angle. And Danhang is also looking very low. I'm too afraid to ride when it's raining because I get traumatized. Yeah, you should be careful when riding during the rain, precious husband. Ugh. Especially because, like, for us, for me at least, I live in, you know, Southeast Asia, where motorbikes, like, they have a tendency to just go wherever they want. Like, that's extra dangerous. Ugh. Like, during, we had a big celebration for Raya and stuff. Whew. Just the amount of, like, news on car accidents that involve motorcycles, too. Like, that's enough to make someone like me never want to get on a motorbike. Empedocles. You know what? Cold in the morning, hot in the day, start cloudy, raining in the afternoon, then cold again at night. I mean, that's what it's gonna be like this week. I have a feeling that by the time next week comes around, it's gonna be the opposite. It's gonna be really hot at night and in the morning, and then somehow it's gonna be super cold during the afternoon. The weather cannot be predicted these days. It just does what it wants.
では奥平今の空も偽物なんですね。
Are we in Teyvat?
そう結論を急ぐなアナイクス。
Alex.
手品の種を暴いて得意げにするのは
I used to ride a motorcycle when I was in high school, and on a rainy day when I'm going around 70, I get shocked by the car in front of me. Then I used brake, but sadly the brake could not handle it. Oh. Oh. Well, you're obviously still here, so I hope it wasn't too bad for you. Oh.
それは自己欺瞞。
That sounds tough. I crashed with that car. Bless you. Thank you.
司祭が
I hope it wasn't too bad for you. I hope that you didn't get too badly hurt and that your bike was okay.
無知という名の眠りから覚めています。タイタンが紡いだ法則が適用されている
Like, I noticed that the bigger the vehicle, the less careful people are in it, you know, because if they get in a car accident, they're the ones who are least likely to get hurt. Oh, just imagining you getting in a car crash like that. Oh, that's gotta suck.
アナイクス。君が
That's the cycle here. In the day, it's damn hot, like an air fryer, but then it gets cloudy in the afternoon. It was a long time ago, maybe 7 years ago. Okay, so hopefully you were able to fully recover then, precious husband. I feel very sorry for you. I'm glad you're okay now, though.
で焼いてしまったのだよ。
なぜ私たちが家計に処されることになるからですか。
I don't know what the weather's like over where you are, precious husband, but I hope that you know you don't have to go through the rain whenever you leave and come home. Leave the house and then come home. Like for me, just today actually, it was raining very very heavily, and thunder was so loud, and, like we could actually feel it from inside the office. And then by the time I had to go home, I just looked outside and I'm like, "Yup, time to swim home."
人にした私は黄金の
I hate being behind big vehicles. I can't see forward. Yeah, true.
完璧に歌う
I drive a small car, so yeah, I hate it when that happens too.
ことだ。私
ですが私
And it's not like the guys in the big vehicles, like they can't tell me what they're seeing, you know? So sometimes like I'll get spooked when I see like there's a pothole under them, or like they suddenly swerve to the left or to the right to try to avoid something on the road, and like, you know, it does take me by surprise because I can't see what's in front of them.
そうだなアナイクス。私もそのつもりだった。
At first, I didn't feel any pain, but after I realized it, I got so much blood on my feet, and after a few hours, your body will feel the damage inside. Oh, I know what that's like. When I was like a really little kid, I think I was like 9 or 10 or something, I got ran over by a motorbike. And it's not like there was anyone else on that street. It was just me and that one motorbike.
たちは一体
At first, I got up and I was like, fine, okay. The guy on the bike was panicking, but I was like, no, it's okay. I don't feel anything. I went home, I went to sleep, and then I woke up the next morning and I was covered in bruises. And my mom was freaking out because she thought like a ghost or something got me at night. And that's where all the mysterious bruises came from. I told her, no, I just got run over. And then she got mad at me because she's like, you didn't tell me you got run over?
神を問いただすためでは
So moral of the story is, sometimes trauma can be a very, very good pain reliever.
もし私が知性を
Being in shock can be a very, very good pain relief.
偉大な力を前に神戸を垂れ
Especially when the road's not that big, just enough for one vehicle.
しかし
Yeah, why is it that whenever we have to go through roads like that, I use Google Maps, but Google Maps or
人間なのです
another app here in Malaysia is Waze. Why is it that those apps would tell us, no, it's okay, just go through there. It's just one road that's barely big enough for your vehicle. It should be fine.
途方もない力の前
Like, was there really no other way?
人間
あなたもスティコシア人の話を聞いたことがあるでしょ
Oh, this is where Castories came from. The
う押し寄せる
Styxians.
荒波に直面しても
By the way, I crashed the back of my car, and why I got bloody is because my body was dragging. Oh, maybe 4 meters, and I used short pants with no shoes. Oh, I can just imagine that. Ah, that must have hurt. Oh, again, I'm very glad that you made it out and that you're okay now. Oh, but that must have sucked. Lucky me, never been hit by a vehicle. Pain, you just haven't lived long enough. I promise you, if you use the roads and you're, a Southeast Asian, it will happen to you eventually. No matter how careful you are, everyone else will not be as careful. It will happen eventually. I'm not saying that I want it to happen to you. I'm just saying that I hope when it does, it's not that bad. You can read Google Maps. I'm impressed. I don't need to read it. Google Maps just tells me where to go. I barely have to look at it. I just listen to when it says, now turn left. Now turn right. Honestly, I am actually pretty good at navigating. Especially if I've been there at least once before. The rest of my family, not that good. But for me, I'm actually pretty okay with directions and stuff. No, scare me like it'll happen soon. No, it won't happen soon. I'm just saying eventually. And if it does, I hope it's not that bad. I'm just trying to tell you, be extra careful on the road. Especially because I know that the people around you won't be extra careful. Southeast Asians like us, we're kind of notorious for, not being the best drivers. I finally saw the answer with my own eyes. Tell me the answer, Anaxagoras! I've been waiting! Oh, Castries, you came all the way here? Why are you here, though? Oh, the Anaxa called her? Well, I have a light collision too with another bike, but it was like only 30 to 20 kilometers. Yeah, you should definitely be careful around other bikes as well. Ugh. I mean, collision against another bike isn't too bad, I guess. It's when you collide with something that's bigger than you that usually ends up not so great for you, for the person in the smaller vehicle. So I just gave a thumbs up when the local asked me, are you okay? I mean, yeah, what else are you gonna say? I'm okay, you're okay, we're both alive, none of us are bleeding. Good, let's pretend this never happened. Cass, I'm sure you've had a lot of opportunities to save people's lives before this. Right? I remember when we first came into Amphoreus and she fought off some of the Titankin while trying to protect Okuma. It's because they turned suddenly. Oh yeah, that's one thing that us Southeast Asians are not good at. We're not good at using the indicators, the blinkers, the signal. If you want to go left, let me know you're gonna go left. If you want to go right, let me know you're gonna go right. I use the indicators a lot. But everyone else in my family and the people around me, they just expect me to be a mind reader. That's it, man, just not saying. Just saying with this. Yeah, the thumbs up. The universal sign for all good. The universal sign for we're never speaking of this, right? Especially women. Actually, here I've noticed that it's the older people who don't use indicators. Like, usually when I see, like the driver is someone who seems younger, they do use indicators, but somehow, for some reason, it's the older drivers that don't use them. I guess maybe they feel like, since they're older now, everyone should understand the way they drive or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's not really a gender thing. It's more of an age thing. Or at least from what I've seen. Yeah. All good? Thumbs up? Okay. Alright, bye now. That's how it goes. Castries? Oh, Castries, can she hear Cersei's? By the mind of a dying man.
覚えているはずがありませんよね。なぜならあれは
That was Calypso.
呪帝の七賢人カリプソーだったのですから。
カリプソ
Yeah, it was one of the fake name that she gave us. You know, I have a few female friends, but they can't read maps, so I'm impressed. Just tell them the key to it is not to read the map. Don't look at the map. Just listen to what it tells you. That's how I never get lost by reading a map, because I just don't read it. And I hate whoever modified their turn signal colors to red. Oh, they do that too where you're from? No, sorry. For us, it's not that they modify their turn signals. It's that they modify their, like, headlights. And they make their headlights brighter than all of the other cars for some reason. And it's especially annoying, especially when you're driving at night. And it's like, I can't see the rest of your road. Your lights are blinding me too much.
少しは頭をひねって考えてみてください。それがすべて。
Like the people who modify their lights, do they not imagine what it's like for the people who actually have to see their lights? As in the other people on the road? Turn signal red, that's bad, bro. I thought they decreased their speed. Oh, yeah. Oh, if the turn signal is the same as the speed color, then yeah, that is bad. That is awful. Oh. Like, out of all of the modifications you could do, why would it have to be something that's just so inconsequential, something that's so useless? Like, what for? Why would you change your turn signal color? Why would you make it brighter just to blind everyone else on the road? What is the point? Yep, I figured this pretty much since the last stream. All of the current titans are actually the previous generation of Chrysos heirs, and it's just been a cycle that repeats itself throughout Amphoreus' history. Don't tell me you already knew. I almost crashed at them because I thought they really won't stop from turning. Oh. Yeah, why do people do that? Why do workshops allow people to do that? Like, the people at the workshop should know better than anyone that that's dangerous, right? They should know better than anyone that that shouldn't be allowed, right? Or maybe they're hoping that all of these modifications will result in more crashes, which will result in more clients for them. Yeah, Castries doesn't care about what you just said, Anaxa. She just wants to know if you figured out where Thanatos is. I feel like if Cersei's wanted to tell you anything, she would have told you something now. Neither can gods. Nah, why the cops didn't the police ticketed them? Yeah, why don't the police, like, do... Well, maybe it's because it's hard to see during daylight. And let's be real, the cops aren't gonna notice anything when it's nighttime. Or at least if they do notice anything, they're gonna be like, I'm already off the clock. I don't need to write up a ticket for this person. Maybe it's something like that, where it's just, you know, it's just hard to notice in the daylight and they just don't want to do anything about it when it's nighttime. But still, cops, do your job! JPJ, do something about it! I don't know why you guys are surprised by this. You already know he's a blasphemer. Sacrilegious. The great performer. Oh, I'm guessing Aglaya has already figured out what Anaxa's really after.
ばかりではないようです。
すまない。
気に病むことはありません。これはむしろいい知らせかと。
A traitorous ally.
元老院の盟友となったアナイクスが彼らに忠実でないというのなら。
So she's like, I know he's not actually gonna do that, but the Council of Elders doesn't know that he's not actually gonna do that, so we can just use this to bide our time to do whatever we want. In my country, bro, if there was a motorcycle with a red signal turn or any colors, the cops will send a ticket the next morning. Sir, do you know why we stopped you? Nah, I don't know, but I have money. Yeah, that's how it is, usually. That's how it is. That's a brief overview of police in our country. Yeah, it's the same here, too. I forgot which country it was, but there was one country where basically it's not the amount, but like the percentage of like your income or something that they use as the fine. So like one person had to pay like what's considered hundreds of dollars for a ticket, for a parking ticket, because like they like calculated it based off of that person's like 10% of that person's monthly income or something. I know there's no way any of our countries, any Southeast Asian country is gonna do that anytime soon. But we can dream, right? Nante koto.
それを軽んじるだなんて。この人たちの視線、まるで刃物みたいだ。
Why are they glaring at Kalis though? He's not a Chrysos heir. He's a trash raccoon. Oh, you're still alive. Hey. Hello, Oleg of Amphoreus. No, that's a compliment. Money over laws. Yep, that's usually how it is. My country also does that thing. Ugh. I mean, when you have money, of course you're gonna wanna use it to your advantage, right? But when you're broke, like people like us, it sucks. Duplicitous dogs. Like, let's be real. If you and I had that kind of money, of course I'd be like, sure, here's the fine amount. Okay, we're all good? Good. But, you know, considering that we are part of the broke nation for now, of course it sucks for us. Of course we're annoyed. Who needs tariffs? We need more taxes for the rich. The thunderclaps? Are you in my room? Because I'm hearing thunderclaps right now. Hooray, it's Acheron. Someone's come to save us. He's been through a lot. Even worse, the army in our country has strong authority now. Ooh. Well, I personally can't relate because I'll be honest, the army in my country, they're pretty chill, they're pretty laid back. But that's gotta suck. Oh, back already? Huh, that's quick. I would have thought that he'd come back maybe 3.6 or like some time after that, closer to the end. So if I'm suddenly gone, well yeah, no, Fane! No! I mean, if the army did take you, do you think they would try to pretend to be you for a bit? Like, maybe a different Fane would pop up in chat one day and just say, hey, after this, I'm gonna be really busy with school, so I'm not gonna be around. Maybe when you say that one day, I'm gonna have to confirm with you. You know, just ask, are you the real Fane? Or are you someone who kidnapped Fane? I mean, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't tell me the truth either way, but, you know, just know that I would at least be concerned. Kane is... Just kidding, I hope so. I hope you're kidding too. Getting Kremnoans to defect to the council. I mean, that's more your fault. You're not doing a very good job at unifying the Kremnoans without Mighty around, huh? A different Fane who loves mommies. Yeah, if the new Fane suddenly came in and said, I like femboys now, That's when I'll know. That's when I'll know that something very wrong has happened. That maybe I've fallen into an alternate universe.
戻って状況を確認してみよう。情報提供ありがとう。ケラウトルス殿。
Kerautros. Okay, we're back to Kalis.
ケファレとタレンタムの名において、
Kefaleto Talenton.
心霊の監修の名において、私は見ました。
Do we have to sit somewhere? No?
何があったんだい？
あの蛇の王の毒牙がいかほどのものなのか
That
禁
king
止を
snake.
通して知っていました。かつての私なら彼女を抑え込むこともできたでしょうが、今の私では少々力不足
But somehow you don't look like you're panicking, Aglaya.
どういう意味？
So I'd like to believe that she has a plan, or like she has a backup plan, at least.
半身としてあまりにも長く生きすぎたために私は人間性のほとんどを失ってしまいました。
Fate, I support that. What you support femboys? Hold on. What did you support? Sorry, I didn't check chat for a while.
予想より早いですが、どうやら時が来たようです。ファイノ、私は退きますので、
Oh,
代わりに思い
you're gonna make Painon your spokesperson now? The deliverer?
もちろん引き受ける。ただ、
I mean, you have won. What was it? 10 debates before this? This shouldn't be a big deal to you, Painon.
特定の誰かを愚弄するより、大衆を愚弄する方がはるかに容易です。いわゆる
Ah, yes,
より
groupthink.
多くの支持は暴力の代わりに権力を分
I
配
support to
する
burn the femboys. I'm guessing that there's one character in the Fate series that you're not looking forward to then, huh? I forgot what the name is. The pink-haired femboy. The one that's pretty much in every hentai, not that I know.
あなたは人間の本質を深く理解した。
Wait, why the hell would YouTube delete my previous chat, bro?
ありがとう。
So that's what you wrote before this. Okay, maybe burn is just a forbidden word. One of the many forbidden words on YouTube. Oh, I almost thought this was Canis. This is Canis. Kariketis dana.
ここからは私自ら本日の弁論を締めくくるとしよう。尊敬すべき議員の皆、私は詩に歌われた美しき時代が何
The blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems.
オンパロスには異なる信仰を持つあまたの都市国家があり、属性を歩んでいた神々は人間にとって身近な存在だった。
I know that now that we know that each generation of Priceless Air eventually became the Titans, and like it's just a cycle of, I guess, death and rebirth. Was it like this during Kefale's time, where all of the Titans had their own region and stuff? I guess kind of like in Tevat, where every region had their own Aeon. Aeon, not Aeon.
しかし今日、元老院は皆に新たな可能性を提示する。そして残るは
Or is this something that just happened recently, just with Phynon and Aglaya's cohort?
誰も知らない再創期を目指すか、それとも
Era Chrysia.
極めた黄金期に戻るか。
Like, I wonder if the previous Era Chrysia people also were very much against their new Titans and their generation of Chrysos Air. No hesitation, I stand by Era if it's possible. No, Kalis, we should be on Phynon's side.
神々が約束した救いの道。当然
Wait, can someone explain what a femboy is? Because I see many femboy words before. I don't know what that means. Canis, who's Kalis? Femboy,
ニス殿、
I guess is like the opposite of a tomboy, where a tomboy is like
事実だ。
a girl that's very boyish and kind of masculine. Femboy would be a very feminine boy. Thus, femboy. but it's usually, you know, something that's it's a term that's usually used in fandoms and with anime and stuff. So it's not really something that, you know, you'd hear in your everyday in your day-to-day vernacular. Precious husband. So I understand why you don't know the word yet. It is Anaxagoras with the truth.
見ろ、今私の隣に立っているのがその少佐だ。
I feel like Castoris has no idea what she's here for. She just came because Anaxa asked her to.
試験人が一人、アナクサゴラス。そしてエイジリアの死の女神。
Aidonia. Castoris.
この二人の英雄がいれば、皆に黄金期をや
Don't quote me on this. Like, I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I'm pretty sure Canis means dog. Or like it's another word for dog, you know, Canis, K9.
黄金栄じゃなかったか。元老院を支持するのか。
There is a femboy in my school. Honestly, I'm not surprised.
あの人たちがうちを
Actually, Fane, since you're having trouble talking with girls, maybe you could try, you know, getting closer to that femboy. Because, you know, femboys are considered to be very good talkers with girls. Maybe he could help you out. He could give you some pointers. Oh, gonki. Not really, but their intonation or how they talk is like a woman. Ah, I see. And how they act or figure. I'm guessing, you can't see me, but I'm guessing they move their hands a lot then, huh?
キャストリスさん、どうしてあっち側にいるんだ。
I'm telling you, she doesn't know what she's here for. She just came here because Sanaxa asked her to.
ようやく姿を現しましたね。アナ
So that means this is an example. I'm a man and I pretend to be a woman like that. It's not... I think that's more to do with drag queens, where they like to dress up in dresses and, you know, just basically perform as a woman. But it's more like, you know, someone who just presents a little more feminine-like, but you can still tell they're a boy.
皆さんにお尋ねし
What is wrong with you? Why would you recommend doing that? You're the one who said you're having trouble talking with your crush. So maybe, you know, you should get close to someone who is good at talking to girls. And it's just that historically, femboys are better at talking to girls.
何が起きると思いますか。
You know, pick your battles. Learn from the true masters
死を
of communicating with women.
オンパロスを万物が永遠に生きられる時代に戻すことができる。それは火を追う旅の先にあるものとは全く異なる新しい未来。
That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Hey, it's fine. Just let people live how they live. And usually, like,
それはあまりにも都合
for real life femboys, I guess, I noticed that it's just something that they eventually
ないだろう。
just learn. It's not that they learned how to do it, it's just the way their body moves on their own, I guess.
違いますね。ケファレの火種は
Like for me, how I actually, in real life, I slump a lot. It's not really something I learned or like something I consciously do. It's just something that happens.
私が
So,
そう言ったのを
if you can imagine, my back is kind of shaped like a shrimp. Like that's how much I hunch.
教えてください。
I'm guessing it's just something that
この大
comes naturally to them.
この者が語る脅威。
So that means a lot of femboys in my country too, but I'm not from Thailand. Thailand, not surprising. Yeah, Thailand is, yeah, they're pretty open with their femboys, huh?
からそう聞いたのか。
Now, bro, they'll think I'm gay already. I'm not saying you gotta approach him and ask him out on a date. I'm saying you could just, you know, or at least instead of approaching him, you could like try to observe him, see how he interacts with the girls around him, see what he's doing right and what he's doing wrong. Learn from him, become a student.
火を追う旅を即中止しなければなりません。
I am not paying attention to the story at all. Anaxa, what did you just say? What did you do to make these guys cheer?
まずい。人々が完全に煽られてしまった。
Honestly, I was expecting this to be like the,
あなたの話は
well,
その居場所を
what's it called? The
前
one
提で成り立っている
uh
それで
puzzle thing with Scott before where we had to debate them. But I guess not. It's just gonna be dialogue and dialogue and dialogue.
心配する余裕があったのですね。
is a disease. It's not. It's just people living a different way than you do. Like for me, I'm one of the people who thinks that as long as what you're doing isn't harming yourself or anyone else, then just live as you are. Just do whatever you want. You know, as long as what you're doing isn't hurting yourself or the people around you, then just, you know, do as you want. It's why I'm against smoking and also like alcoholism and stuff, because that stuff really does physically hurt you. But, you know, everything else, I'm just okay with. You want to dress how you want, then dress how you want. You want to live speaking one language more than the other, then that's fine. You can speak whatever language you want. Nah, they're pests. Fane, they are pests who know how to speak to women when you don't. This is why I'm telling you, you should try to learn from them. Learn their secrets, Fane. Become better. As the Theoros. Listen, the problem is, I don't think the Black Tide will care about what Octomans want. You can say you want Era Chrysia to come back all you want. The Black Tide is still coming. No mercy for LGBT stuff. Fane, you live in the era of the internet. You can't be saying that on the internet. I mean, that's what you... Yeah, I mean, again, I don't understand why you guys need this debate. The Black Tide is coming whether you like it or not. Yet the Christos heirs are kind of your best bet against it, right? I don't get why these people are so against them. Did you pull for Anaxa? I'm planning to pull on him before, but HSR changed his light cone. Oh, they changed his light cone? Before update, I played demo before Anaxa's light cone gave 12% crit and energy, and when it's updated, they removed crit rate. Oh! I didn't know they did that. I don't think I'm gonna pull for Anaxa. I think I'm just gonna save for Finon. But they also said that Sunday is coming out with Finon, so I'm like, should I pull for both? Should I just pull for Sunday or just for Finon? Yeah, this is making me believe that I should definitely save more for those two. Come dox me. Fane, don't say that. You know that there are weirdos on the internet who will actually try that. Don't invite the weirdos to your realm, Fane. Hold on, I'm not ready. Actually, what time is it? We have 5 more minutes. I can continue. He showed you the truth. Here comes the planning. Pull this Paimon. If it were Fane, Fane would just tell me to, you know, take out my card. But no, I must decide. Should I pull for only Finon? Should I pull for only Sunday? Should I pull for both? If I pull for both, I'm gonna have to save more. The thing is, I'm pretty sure they're gonna make Finon really, really, really powerful. So, you know, by then, he's gonna be a really, really good unit. Especially with all of this power creep and stuff. Ooh, back to Castrice's POV. Calm down, Fane. Oh, this is Castrice's sister. So the dragon really is her sister, Polixia? Joe-sama-ga. Even in a tapestry, that dragon looks sick.
爪は波を切り裂けるほど鋭かったのです。竜は城の高等に侵入して女王様が最も愛して
Probably
いる
yes.
姫を
Oh, you mean the Netherwing Pollux. Is this the same VA as Castoris? I can't tell. I mean, because she's using such a different, I guess, tone. It wouldn't surprise me if they had the same VA play her sister too. I can't look away from the dragon. It just looks so pretty. Like, you could see the butterfly wings here, but this also looks like a fish fin. A fish's fin. And you can't really see the eyes, so this looks like a mask covering it. Maybe, yes. Yeah, the thing is, if I want to pull for either Finon and Sunday, like, it makes sense for me to pull for Finon because of the whole power creep thing. But also, it's Sunday. He's our buddy from the Astral Express. Look, it's Ariel. Okay, from this angle, you could see the eye more. And it's showing like the dragon is surrounding this girl, or maybe it's growing from this girl. So maybe this is like the backstory of how Castoris' sister became a dragon? Power Crypt is myth. It's not a myth. I've seen it. Pain, I know you don't want to admit this, but Sela isn't as good now as she used to be. It's because the power creep is real. Maybe if you farm relics or something, you can use your friend support. Look for the cast. The animation is just so good for the dragon. Yeah, I've been seeing the videos on YouTube. It does look so good. Oh, so this isn't Castoris' sister. This is the previous Thanatos. Ah. Or maybe it's just for me, but I think it's really cool. Yeah, it is really cool. The animations for her ult is just so beautiful. They made the dragon so beautiful. Yeah, it's like you didn't age one bit. I deploy Sela for all endgame contact. I can still clear full stars. Well, my Sela can't. Mostly because my Sela is a E0 Sela. Actually, is it E0? Yeah, I'm pretty sure my Sela is still E0. So, like, no matter how well I try to build her, she'll still just remain an E0 Sela. The truth will naturally reveal itself. So if this really is the previous Thanatos Polixia, they had wheelchairs even back then, huh? Calypso Sensei. It's already 11 where I am. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to end the stream right after this part. Not previous, but currently. Yeah, I believe that you're well-loved and well-built. Ooh! Oh, she looks so good. The claw over her eye, oh. Damn, that actually looks so sick. Oh, wow. Yeah, Fane, so I believe that your well-built and well-loved Sela can clear all of the endgame stuff for you. But my Sela cannot. But my Mighty, who, let's be honest, isn't really that well-built, and is only at E1, he can clear it all. The power creep is real, Fane. It's real. Yeah, that's what they want you to think the moral of Full Metal Alchemist is, but it's not. The moral of the story is never try to bring your mom back.
どうしたの？反論が思いつかない？
いいや。ただ我とそなたは実は同じことを言っていたのではないかと気づいてな。命は無価の宝で、この世にそれと交換できるものなどそうそうないと。
Is that real food? Wait, am I the only one thinking when we have E2 casteries, we do the same damage with Acheron E6? I am pretty sure you're not the only one thinking that. Actually, Jan isn't here tonight, but Jan also has the casteries, so maybe you could try comparing with Jan the next time he's around. Fane and I... At least I don't think Fane also pulled for casteries, so... I don't have a castery, so I can't really compare it with you. But yes, I truly believe in the power creep, so I would believe if E2 casteries does the same amount of damage as E6 Acheron. Which sucks, you know, because Acheron just came out from the previous region, so she just came out in Penacony. And it just doesn't feel fair to have someone from the very next region already do so much more damage.
変な質問？あ、わかった。私に好きな人がいないか聞き出そうとしてるんだ。
Why are we talking about crushes now?
そういうことにしておこう。すまない。少々失礼だったな。
I have casteries, but I won't build her. Oh yeah, so you... Oh, I remember now, Fane. You did mention you pulled for casteries. The power creeps are big, yeah. The power creep is a big problem.
人間はみんな
I hope that they actually do something about it later. But I don't have any hope that they'll do anything about it anytime soon.
私のそばから去って
And it's already raining.
だろうね。
Hold on. Yeah, the microphone can't catch it, but it's already raining pretty heavily where I am.
もし本当にそんな
I think I'm gonna have to turn off Wi-Fi after this.
私はきっと何の迷いもなくそれを使うと思う。だって
My E1 Acheron can't even handle MOC12. You guys are too overreacting about power creep. If you try Honkai Impact, you'll cry already. This is why I'm not trying Honkai Impact. I know that power creep is a big problem there. I know the power creeping is a big problem in Genshin already. That's actually a big reason why I don't feel like going back there just yet. Going back in Genshin.
命は無価だって
But yeah, I hope they won't make power creep a bigger problem in Star Rail. I like Star Rail. I don't want to get turned off from the game just because of the power creep thing.
汝は
That's it. I used to play Honkai Impact there before, but I quit now.
した炎がよみ
Well, I love Casteries' presence. They make the enemy have content weakness. She also has her passive of like bringing anyone who's dead back to life, right? So that's gotta be cool.
運命とは
Again, unfortunately, not enough to make me want to pull for her, but I'm glad you guys have her.
他に解釈の
If just for that. If just for the global passive.
残念だけど予言の意味はすごく明確
Why is it that Nikador that Gonaos looks way more like an NPC than these two?
私たちの試練は完遂できない。
Why did they gotta do Gonaos dirty like that?
だから予言は双子を選んだのかもしれないね。
実に無慈悲だ。
お姉ちゃんはもう覚悟ができてるけど私は
Oh, I just noticed her...
まだ
The wheels of her wheelchair, they're like moving on their own? They have like some kind of pattern on them?
おかしいよね。もともと
That's a cool little detail.
なのにそんな私でも死ぬのが怖いなんて私たちどうしたらいいんだろう。もし
So every
最後まで私が
Thanatos Chrysos heir has to eventually decide whether or not they want to
から
be the one to become the next Thanatos or have their sister or like twin or sibling choose it
まだ
instead.
じっくり考え抜く時間があるぞ。
そうだ。未来に対する迷いで心を曇らせるな。
Discount toll. Oh, that's what you guys call Castoris?
彼だが不思議なのはこの三人の名が
I mean, that's the thing, right? Every time a new Kefali comes up, everyone else gets wiped out. So how could there be any kind of record of your names before you became Titans?
タイタンの誕生以前の歴史が混沌に包まれていること自体相当おかしいことだと思わないのですか。まあそれについては以前から仮説を3つほど立てていますが
Do we have to continue watching? Because it's been over an hour of my stream and I really gotta go now.
カリプソボリュシ
And Gonaus.
アそしてそちらの戦士も
You have, it's Gonaus.
どこかで会ったことがあるような気がします。
試練といえばゴーナウス
Gonaus.
そなたの試練は無事に通過できそう
Castoris, Castonasi, Castorais.
無論だ。
So if Polixia isn't Castoris' sister, I wonder what her sister's name is. Castonoodle? Okay, we can leave now. I can go to sleep now. No, I can't.
決心がついたようだな。
まあこれが一番確実なやり方だ。
勇気、栄誉、
Ah,
忍耐、犠牲
so this is how Gonaus got separated from the rest of
それぞれ
Nikedor.
分離させる。
Well, might they have to do something like this eventually?
無理難題を押し付けてくれたな。
小娘、私の運楽の証人となってくれ。カリプソー殿、烈婚の儀はお前に任せる。
The soul rending ceremony.
わかんない。どうして自分が見ることのできない未来のために
Casto
命を
pasta.
差し出すことができるの。
それが宿命だからだ。
Casto potato.
私の力は
Cast iron skillet.
だからな。いずれそれに栄光の凱旋よりも
Now you're just making me hungry.
ことを選ぶ。私はずっとこの
No, I recently had pasta. I'm good. I shouldn't be hungry now.
お前の姉やケイオスも同じ選択をするに違いない。
でも私にはそんな勇気はない。こんなに重いものとどう向き合えばいいのかわかんないよ。
死の神に選ばれたお前が
Well, I'll go now. See you tomorrow. Okay, Fane. Bye. See you. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm gonna go as soon as this whole dialogue is done.
小娘よ。
Hope you have a good night's sleep and hope you take care at school tomorrow.
こうも急いで終わらせるべきではないのかもしれん。まだ時間はある。
Wait, I have to go. Okay, precious husband. You too. I hope you take care tonight or have a good rest of your day whenever you are. Take care, okay? Thank you again for joining me.
戦士はゴーナウスさんだったのですね。
See you, Minna in chat. See you. Bye.
彼はニカドリーの神聖の化身として
Take care now. Bye bye.
私たちに命を託してくれました。では今私たちが見ているのは
どうやら私の仮説の一部が証明されたようですね。あの英雄たちこそタイタンが神
But that's just 3 out of 12. I'm mostly curious about how Kafali looked like.
先ほど彼が口にした
Who was the previous Finod?
死の神に選ばれたものはつまり
ボリュシアがかつての
It's the previous
タナト
Thanatos.
スだったということですか。でも彼女の姿は
もし本当にそうなら彼女の居場所を突き止めることが死のタイタンの所在を突き止めることと同義になります。
ですがその前にまずはゴーナウスさんの結末を見届けなければなりません。
I mean, you did witness what ultimately happened to him. He eventually remerged with the rest of Nikedor, and then we beat him. Alright, okay. This is as far as I'll go for tonight. What is this? Oh, Yeah, I think I'll do this as soon as I'm done with 3.2. This too. I feel like I'm gonna be done pretty soon. Oh, I haven't done this yet. Okay, yeah, so thank you again for joining me, Fane, Precious Husband, if you're still there. Thank you so much for joining me. To everyone else, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day or a good night's sleep, whenever you are. Thanks again. I'll see you guys in 23 hours, okay? Thank you for joining me again. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a good night's sleep. Thanks. Bye. Bye bye. Remember, as long as what you're doing isn't hurting yourself or anyone else, live your life